All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Sunday morning. Your boy Jason Casper is super caffeinated. Woo! Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah, the God of Israel. I pray everyone is super blessed on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. We're going to be getting deep, some Bitcoin technical analysis, but as usual, guys, as usual, if we can get 1,250 likes on this stream, we will be giving away 0.025 Bitcoin, guys. We're going to be discussing Bitcoin's next huge move, guys. Yes, that's right. You've come to the right place if you enjoy sensationalism mixed with in-depth technical analysis, mixed with the most professionalism you can find on the internet. Make sure to like the video, guys. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Jason_Casper. Make sure to go retweet and like this stream. We'll be getting into it, guys. Shout out to Crypto Tom. Shout out to Matthew. Shout out to Andre. Shout out to Hodl Crypto. Caffeinated and motivated, baby. Yeah, that's right. We'll be live momentarily, guys. Stay tuned. All right, y'all. Well, we are live on this beautiful Sunday morning, guys. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel because, yeah, you're not going to find this kind of content, guys, on the cable TV. You're not going to find it on the satellite TV. Only on the Jason Casper YouTube channel, right, where we have the Market Cipher merchandise as well as the Pikachu hat and the iconic crooked glasses. So we're gonna be getting into this. We're gonna be getting into the technical analysis, guys. Shout out to Little Beast M Training, and also shout out to who wanted a shout out. Someone wanted a shout out. I have to shout them out. Yes, Wayne Bruce. Shout out to Wayne Bruce. Guys, if we can get 1,250 likes, I would love to be giving away 0.025 Bitcoin. It's just burning a hole in my Bitcoin wallet. I'm trying to get rid of it. Coinbase might be going bankrupt soon. I got to get rid of all my crypto out of Coinbase soon. So, guys, yes. The title of the video is correct. I am in a short trade right now, and I sniped this short trade from the point of control that we had of this little range right here. Are we going to come lower? Are we going to come higher? Honestly, right out the gate, I'm going to tell you guys I am agnostic when it comes to price direction. I can see us dumping because of some of the signals that we got on the 4-hour and the 12-minute. But at the same time, I would not be surprised if we came up for a stop hunt here either today or tomorrow before dumping down lower, because we did have this large move up over the weekend. And so let's kind of pop open the charts right here. I'm going to kind of clear everything out right now. Let's clear everything off, and let's just kind of start blank. Now, first of all, it's important to notice that over yesterday, we did come up to a very important area of resistance. In fact, let me turn off everything here. We came up to a very important area of resistance, which was this, right? We had the levels for Bitcoin have been respected like crazy. So we had this box of resistance right up here, and we came right up to it, and we rejected right from it to the exact level right here. And when we look at the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we do have money flow getting lower. We also have a red dot on the 4-hour. However, the RSIs are pretty separated, which to me is kind of bullish, right? Now on the 12-minute time frame, we have a signal which typically tends to be a top signal, which is this. We have the price making a higher high into key resistance. We have the momentum waves making a lower high, and then we have the money flow making also a lower high. Now, this oftentimes is a top signal, or at least a sign that we're going to Bart Simpson pattern it back down to some key areas of support, right? So we might be getting a move back down to $20,500 if this does end up being a Bart Simpson pattern. Now, the levels for Bitcoin, guys, have been so respected. It is absolutely crazy, okay? It's absolutely crazy. So, you know, ever since we came down to that 19K level, Bitcoin has been trading so technically, just so technically, okay? 19K was a key level last Monday, or was it Tuesday? I made a video about how I was very bullish down here at $19,000. Go check it out. Go to the Jason Casper YouTube channel for the most sensational clickbait title in the world, guys. I'm very proud of this title. It took me a long time to think of it, but it's called Massive Bitcoin Bounce Soon? Question mark, right? And in this video, we are looking at pictures of women with uneven butt cheeks, and we're also looking at this very key area of support that we had right down here around the $19,000 level, saying, look, everyone's getting super bearish here. We should not be getting bearish at key support, right? We had multiple confluences down here. I was looking for a move back to the upside, and there were 3 main areas of resistance, of support and resistance that I was looking for. Okay, once we came above the $20,500 level, I was expecting another move to the upside. That's exactly what we got over the weekend. We come over to the VIP Discord. We pretty much nailed every single trade in here, right? We nailed, except for one trade in here that I got totally wrecked on, right? Totally wrecked on. Not really wrecked because, you know, good risk management and all that stuff, right? But we pretty much nailed every single trade in here from the time that we came down to this key area of $19,000. We were able to get into 3 trades from that area, the most significant one being the retest of this important $19.2 thousand area after we had that inflation FOMO. We were saying if we come above here and retest with bullish signs, we could get our move to the upside. That's exactly what happened. We retested with bullish signs, and from this point, the 19K level, we did get that follow through all the way back up to the top of this range. And also, last week, this is why it's so important to subscribe to the channel, guys, because I give these levels, right? So, last week, in this video right here, we were looking at the key levels, right? The 3 key levels that we were looking at, right? Basically saying if we come above this 25,500 level, we're going to get a move up to about 21.6, 21.5, 21.7 level, this blue line right here. That's exactly what we got over the weekend. So the levels have been being very, very respected, okay? The trade setups have been hit to the dollar this past week, except for one loss that I took, like, you know, the long from down here, the short from the golden pocket, just the juiciest moves, guys, the juiciest moves. And so we need to now consider what is happening with this price action. Again, we're going to zoom out. We're going to start on the high time frames to get the context in which we are looking to trade this. Okay. Now, if you do want to join the VIP Discord, you can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. It's our community of traders. By the way, we are currently ranked number 26 in the World Series of Trading, which I am actually pretty dang proud of, guys. I am pretty proud of number 26 out of the whole world here, right? Pretty proud of it. Shout out to all these awesome traders right here. You guys are the best. And yeah, that's going to end in a few days, though. So let's get some context here, right? The levels that I'm looking at are still pretty much the same as they were this whole week. There's 3 major levels. Now, we do need to understand that macro resistance right now. Let's first by mapping out macro resistance. Macro resistance for Bitcoin, for me, is going to be this, the $22.5 to $23,000 area. Why? Because these are the last highs that we have in this little channel before a very smooth move up to these areas here, right? A very smooth move up to these areas. I'm talking 28K, right? 28K is the next major area of resistance that we have if we come above this box. Now, until we come above this box, we need to just assume that the asset is going to be continuing to trade sideways. This is how we've been able to nail all these trade setups during the past few weeks, right? Able to long from here, short from here, long from here. And before the weekend started, we did short right here because this was the golden pocket. Obviously, now out of that short. And I don't trade on Saturdays. Otherwise, I would have been able to take a short from that area, but I had to get in on a little retrace scalp. I don't know what's going to happen now. But we're just kind of treating this like a sideways market, right? So this is macro resistance. And then what we can do is we can take a look at some volume. Let's take a look at some volume. Now look at this. Look at this. What this does is this is mapping out for us key areas of support and resistance based on how much volume was exchanged at different prices, how much Bitcoin exchanged hands at different prices. And what this tool does is this is establishing a fair value for the asset, right? Where these candles are shaded blue and purple is where the asset is considered a fair value. Anything above that is considered overbought, too expensive. There needs to be a correction. Anything below that is considered oversold, too cheap. That means we should be looking for price to come back up, right? That's why we were getting bullish down here, because we're like, it's oversold. It's too cheap right now. There needs to be a move to the upside, right? When we came up here, too expensive. There needs to be a move to the downside. The fact that we came up to this outer extremity of the value area and rejected from it, in my mind, is the first sign of weakness. It's the first sign of weakness. Because the fact that we are unable to come above this is showing me that people do not want to trade the asset above the price of 21.7K, right? So now that we know that we are getting a rejection from this key area of resistance, this is now giving us the context we need to figure out a plan as to how we are going to be trading this during the next week, okay? During the next week or so. And there's multiple scenarios that we can be looking out for. Now, there are three main areas that I am personally looking at, okay? And what I like to do, and everyone knows this, is I love to pull out my fib, okay? I love to pull out my fib. The reason I love to pull out my fib is because it gives me really, really good entries, okay? Now, I have been known, okay, to trade and drive. Now, this is one of my character flaws, guys. My wife hates it. The kids are in the back, right? Trading and driving. As you can see, I've got my fib pulled out in the car right here, okay? Have I gotten pulled over for driving with my fib out? Yes. Yes, I have, okay? But when the cops see my fib and I start to explain to them, what I'm doing here, then, sometimes they give me a break. Sometimes they don't give me a ticket. Right? By the way, I don't recommend trading and driving because you could absolutely get wrecked. And I'm not talking about your trades, guys. In fact, trading and driving, you'll probably make some money, right? But you'll probably wreck your car. And it's unlikely, at least for me, I don't know, some of you whales out there, but for me, it's unlikely I'll make enough money in one trade to buy a car, okay? I think maybe once I made enough money to buy a used car in one trade, but definitely not a new car, right? I'm not on that level, guys. I'm not on that level. So, I'm pulling out my fib right now, and these are the major areas. It's very simple. It's the same as it's been, right? So long as we are below 21.7K, first major support is going to be the $20,500 area because we have a 382 and we have a very high volume node. The next major area of support is going to be the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement confluence with the low of the value area, right? And of course, we can technically extend down to the lows, but I'm just saying these are the major areas that we need to look because these are going to define for us whether or not the asset is overvalued or undervalued, right? This is the framework in which we need to be approaching these markets, right? This is the framework in which we need to be approaching these markets. And so this is the macro. Now, if, again, we break out of $23,000, which we very well may, it will be a very smooth move to the upside. Very smooth, right? Prunes, fiber, Taco Bell at 3 in the morning. All those types of things that us humans do to stimulate a smooth move of the bowels, right? We do these things, okay? Now, on a higher time frame as well, we cannot be mistaken, and we would be remiss, okay, to use an old English term, to not realize the fact that the weekly time frame right now, objectively speaking, looks extremely bullish on the BLX chart, guys. This is, I'm sorry here, let me come over to a different chart here. On the BLX chart, okay, there is a level of support that we have been watching for literally months, since November. This 786 fib level, this green box that's been on my chart for months and months and months. The technical target of this rising wedge, okay? This is a very significant area of support. We have also been saying that when I see a big BitBoy green dot on the weekly time frame with money flow on market Cipher be in the dang red, what does that mean? Historically, that has been the bottom of the bear market. Historically, I'm not saying this is the bottom. I'm just saying if we take the data that we have available to us in the moment right now, okay, right? This is not a trade signal, guys. Okay, no, not at all. No, I'm just looking at historical data here, okay? We're very studious on this channel. We're looking at data. It's all about data, okay? No, we don't go to the dentist, but we do look at data. Now, here's something. Check out what happened every single time money flows in the red, RSIs are tight together, and we have a big BitBoy green dot on market Cipher B. It has been the exact bottom. It happened back here in January of 2015. It happened right here in December of 2018. Okay, it even happened kind of, we can't really tell because we don't have enough data, back here in October of 2011. And once again, we see us at key support with the sign on the weekly that we potentially have bottomed out. This to me, guys, is something that we cannot take for granted. Now also, okay, shout out to my sponsor. Shout out to my sponsor, Carl from the Moon, who sponsors this channel. Shout out to Carl, by the way.
Hello, I would like to get a Big Mac meal.
So here's the thing, right? Shout out to my sponsor, by the way. But we do have this this potential pattern that Carl did point out in his video this morning. Okay, let's refresh the screen a little bit here. We do have this pattern here that we could look at as a how did he draw it? I forget how he drew it. I forget how he drew it, guys. I don't know. Am I flopping and groping now? I'm not even sure. He had some kind of falling wedge on here this morning. Maybe it was here. Could have been right here, yeah. Yeah, I think it was here. Yep, I think this was it. I think this was it. Yeah, something like that. Something like that, right? Falling wedge pattern, right? Potentially a bullish pattern here on the higher term time frames. Now, here's the thing. We do have bullish signs on these high term time frames. If we break out of this resistance right here, guys, the $23,000 level, again, it's going to be a very smooth move up to potentially $30,000 would be my next major area of resistance. If we can claim 30 grand, right? Let's say we do something like this. Break out, retest, come up, retest. If we retest that, then we're talking 42K. 42K will be the next major area of resistance. We really could get a move to the upside here. Okay? This is something that I think we need to take more seriously. Everybody is so bearish right now. Everybody is so bearish right now. And how many times, myself included, did we refuse to get bearish at the highs, even though the signs were staring us right in the face? Right? Right in the face. I mean, we were getting so bearish. Everyone up here, right? I mean, the bearish divergences forming were just insane, right? Insane on the high term time frames right here. 65K bearish divergence on the weekly, very rare thing to happen. Then 69K super bearish divergence on the weekly. Nobody was accepting a move down this low, right? Very few people. Of course, we were all entertaining it. We had the pattern on the chart saying, yeah, we need to be aware of this. But how many people were honestly saying, yes, for certain we're going down to 17,000? Very few. Very few were honestly positioning themselves to come down that low. Now, here we are at the lows. We're starting to see very bullish signs on the chart. And everyone's like, nah, we could get a move up, but now we're definitely going to 10K. No, definitely 10K, definitely, 100% 10K, right? I'm just trying to point out the fact that, look, let's just be objective here. For the past 3 crashes, this has been the bottom signal, right? So does that mean we're going to go to 100K? No, but if we are going to get some kind of relief rally, we have to be aware that, look, if we break resistance, guys, it's a smooth move up. If we come above 30K, it's a smooth move up. Besides this consolidation right here, besides this area of consolidation, the last 50% move to the downside really had no market structure. We had these massive drops, right? These massive drops, right? This was a massive drop. I remember that I live streamed this trade here. I made like $7,000 in one trade, and I couldn't believe it, how crazy of a move it was. It just kept on dropping. Right? Just kept on dropping. I'm like, sheesh. Right? So we imagine the squeeze that would happen here. People are over leveraged short right now. Right? If the market maker, the mythical market maker out there, Mr. Whack-Off, right? Mr. Whack-Off is out there just trying to stop you out and then move the price in the other direction. Mr. Whack-Off, he's looking over your shoulder. He's looking over your shoulder at your computer screen, that Whack-Off, right? Is he long or short? Let me take his stop loss out and then move it, right? Right? If Mr. Whack-Off and the market whales, if they want to push price down lower, they're gonna have to fill some big short orders, and I'll tell you, The only way they're going to do it is by grabbing liquidity from higher levels, right? Now, I don't know, guys, because I'm an idiot. I'm a high school dropout. I don't know a freaking thing. I'm a horrible trader. Horrible. By the way, let's check on my trade. How's it doing? Not so great. We're getting to move to the upside here. Let's do some analysis. Shout out to everyone in the chat, by the way. You guys are the best. Let's do some analysis here. Yeah, so let's go to good old market Cipher B. Let's go to the low time frames. Yeah, we did get some bullish divergences here. Let's check out coinanalyze.net. Wow, yeah, so on the USD pair, we definitely got some people trapped shorts in here, for certain. Big decrease of open interest because the longs are closing out, but definitely a lot of shorts opening up here. Yeah, this move to the upside is a pretty decent move right now, I would say. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, so the way I got into the short, by the way, was we had this little range here, and this morning, well, that's not right. Yeah, this is right here. Yeah, this morning we had this little thing going on here. We came below the high volume node. We came back up to it. When we came back up to it, we had, like, you know, on the 12-minute time frame, we had this bearish trigger wave printing, money flow coming down. I said, let me go for it. So I went for it, guys. A little scalp trade. We'll see what happens here. So, like I was saying, you know, if this is either yeah, obviously, right? This is either the top or it's not the top, because we're at key resistance. So one thing we do need to keep in mind here is the CME gap, right? So let's put on our good old indicator, CME gap Bitcoin, and let's take a look here. Oh, interesting. So this was Friday's market. Okay, so we don't have a gap here. Hang on. Yeah, we okay, so this was the CME close. I'm sorry, guys. This is actually the close right now. This is CME close. So we've been just kind of moving around here all weekend, right? We had the short trade from right here, right? That was the short from the VIP Discord right here, where we came into that golden pocket with our bearish divergences. That was the juicy one, guys. So we had that short, then we had the pump, and then we came up to this resistance. This was a daily level of resistance up here, and we're rejecting from that. So it will be very interesting to see how the next few hours play out, because if we get a move to the downside, we'll have a CME gap up here. If we get a move to the upside, we'll have a CME gap down here. And this level of 21K is also very, very important. It's extremely important, actually, because if we just take a look at the move to the upside that we got from the bottom at 19K, that is the value area high of the entire move, right? So this CME gap is also just a key area of support and resistance, because if we come below this 21K, you know, just based on the volume that traded on this move to the upside, I mean, it could be a pretty intense move back down to, you know, that these lower levels right here, these lower levels, right? It could be a pretty intense move back down to those lower levels. So I would say 21K is actually a very important level to hold. If we can hold 21K, which we have been doing once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times, I think we could probably see higher. And if we do see higher, then I'm thinking that we test this high up here at 22.5. Test this high up here at 22.5. Some things I'm looking for if we are going to get a move to the upside, some things I'm looking for to get into a short trade. Let me remove all this hooligan shenanigans stuff here. Some of the things that I'd be looking for would be this. Okay, let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Let's say that we do come above this high right here. I am looking at this green box as my last area to really be looking for shorts until higher. And so what I would primarily want to see is something like this. If we come up into that level and we are getting a 4-hour bearish divergence like this, let's say we get one last pump. Wow! Okay, that would be, for me, a pretty toppy signal right there. I would want to see the RSIs getting closer together for that. Like what we saw over here, right? Pretty much exactly what we saw over here, right? We got a bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame. We got the RSIs, if we can see here, getting closer together. Because when the RSIs are close together, that is, for me, a sign that it's like all the power, right? Both the RSIs are coming together to push the price in a certain direction, right? And so right now, if we see these RSIs getting closer together and we get a bearish div as we come up into this box, for me, that's definitely, I'm looking for a short, for certain, looking for a good short entry. You know how I trade, guys. High leverage. I look for those ninja entries. But if we don't see that, then I will also be looking on the 1-hour time frame for bearish divergence on the 1-hour time frame, right? We could still just get a regular old wave on the 4-hour, but if we get something like this on the 1-hour, let's say, and money flow is continuing to come down as it is, and we get a bearish divergence, that also to me is a very powerful top signal, right? Well, look at what happened right here. The last high we put in, bearish div on the 1-hour without money flow coming down, and we got a big move to the downside. If we see money flow coming down on the 1-hour as we come up higher, yeah, definitely all conditions are met. All conditions are met for a short, in my opinion, there, because, you know, based on our volume, we will be overbought, right? We'll be in the overbought territory, and our indicators also overbought, right? Above that 60 on the market cipher, bizzle, baby. Okay? So, yeah, that's what I'd be looking for to the upside. Now, to the downside, this would actually be a very bearish thing, actually. If we got a fast move up here tonight or tomorrow, I would look at that as being very bearish right now, and here's why. We would have big divergences from the last high we put in on July 7th. We'd have big divergences on the 1-hour. Not only, the money flow. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at, right? I like to look at divergences regionally and locally, okay? Regionally and locally. So regionally, I'm saying like from the beginning of July to the end of July, over the course of like 2 weeks, we have a divergence. But also, if over the course of a few days, we have a local divergence, and we see money flow coming down locally and regionally, and momentum coming down locally and regionally, and the RSIs as well coming down locally and regionally, for me, that's like triple confirmation that we're getting a move to the downside. So that would give me some confidence to short. And by the way, if you do want to learn how to become a confident, profitable trader, you could check out the course. There's a 25% discount in the description. And it says right here that you will gain the knowledge and skills you need to become a confident, profitable trader, because this course will give you a clear point A to point B comprehensive trading system so that you'll always know where you're looking to enter a trade, where to take profit, where to set your stop loss, and more. There's a lot of testimonials here. Not only will you learn how to read the charts and feel confident with your trades, but you'll also learn how to read the charts and feel confident with your trades. And how do we know this is true stuff? Well, because you're seeing it, you're watching it on a screen, and also somebody's telling you on a screen. And I don't know if you knew this, but the way we determine what objective truth is in 2022 is if you see somebody talking to you on a screen, that means it's objectively true. It doesn't matter what you see in real life. Doesn't matter what you see not on a screen. It's what's on the screen that actually is true and real. Okay, so that's how you can know that this course will help you. And there's a 25% discount in the description of the video. Okay, that's a pretty juicy discount if I say so myself, right? That is a pretty juicy discount. So there is a good chance that we've topped out here. there's also a good chance that because it's a weekend, what happens on Monday, the weekend hanky-panky, right? People are short here. All of a sudden, New York opens on Monday. Woohoo! Just kidding, right? Or we come down. I don't know. I don't really trust weekend moves as much as I trust weekday moves, guys. But, objectively speaking here, we have had very high volume this weekend, right? Like the USDT pair on ByBit. Yesterday, 3.23 billion, okay? That's more than we had on July 10th, which July 10th also a weekend. Yeah, but the volume is relatively high. Like yesterday, it was just a little bit lower than Friday. Not too much lower than Thursday, not too much lower than Wednesday or Tuesday. And so, we've had some pretty significant volume over the weekend. We already have 2.17 billion volume today, and the day's only half over. So typically on these weekends, we have very, very low volume. On the USD pair on ByBit, yeah, we do have some kind of low volume. We only had 714 million volume as opposed to like 1.5 billion, which we get on the weekdays. But the weekends tend to be hanky-panky. A lot of people take off those days. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. And then, of course, I'm pretty much looking at these main three areas, right? These would be my main areas of interest to get into some actual trades, right? A retest of 20,500 because yesterday we tested this level, but it was a weekend. A lot of people, including myself, missed out on it, right? So, I had the level marked out. I posted this yesterday because I always get comments on my video of people who are like, technical analysis doesn't work. It's like, are you guys serious? Technical analysis doesn't work? I posted these levels on Friday, right? Literally all 4 of these levels were posted on Friday, and all 4 of these levels were hit to the exact dollar for a juicy move, right? A long from here, a short from here. Now, I took this long and I took this short. You can go back and watch my old videos to see that, the videos from Friday. We came back down to this key area of local support at $20,500, and I didn't take the trade. I don't trade on Saturdays, right? And then we came up to this area of resistance. I didn't take the trade because I don't trade on Saturdays, right? It's the Sabbath day. I spend the time in prayer, in fellowship, with believers in God. But it's the weekend, man. So it wouldn't surprise me if we come back down to retest this point of control down here, especially since now, not only is it the point of control, but it's the 382 Fibonacci retracement. And if this is going to be a big breakout, right? If this is going to be a big breakout, this is the area we want to see act as support. This is the area because in a very strong trend, let's just say, right? Let's just say that this range here is going to be the beginning of a reversal, right? And so we have our low, and then we have our high, and then we have our higher low, and we're going to put in a higher high. If this is the middle of a big impulse to the upside, right here, that 382 is going to act as our support. That's where all the cool kids, all the jocks and the cheerleaders, the hot blonde cheerleaders, the ones who would never go out with you, you know what I'm saying? Because like you're such a nerd, your glasses are crooked, you got a Pikachu hat on. Yeah, those types of hot chicks, they're all going to be retracing off the 382. All right? The metalheads, the neckbeards, the tech metalheads, who listen to the number 12 looks like you. They think it's so cool to play every measure of the breakdown in a different time signature. Like, yeah, bro, like this one's in 7-8 and then this one's in like 3-17, You know what I'm saying, right? And they write these complex breakdowns that no one can jam to, right? Those kids, they retrace off some lower fib levels, right? But the cool ones, right? The sugary pop ones, you know what I'm saying? They're going to retrace off the 382. So let's come into chat here. Make sure to like the video, guys. Shout out to Heisenboig. Hey, Heisenboig, what's going on, buddy? We bounced from the VWAP gap plus the weekly plus the previous day EQs right now. So did we bounce from a weekly open right here? Let's check it out. Where are we bouncing from right now? Bounce from the weekly open, is that true? Let's check it out. put on a level here. Let's go to the 1 minute time frame over here. See what's going on. Did we bounce from the weekly open? I don't know. Maybe we had another weekly over here from some point in time ago. I don't know. We bounced from a VWAP gap as well. Let's check it out. Oh, wow. Would you look at that? We bounced right from the VWAP gap. Yeah, would you look at that? Yeah, we did. We bounced from a VWAP gap. What else did we bounce from, Heisenberg? Bounced from the previous day equilibrium. I don't have it on this chart. Yep, look at that. Yep. Cool. Well, hey, maybe this is gonna be a big bounce from here. You know, I don't know. I would say that let's check out now what else is going on. It's so hard to say, man. It's hard to say for me. I would say this, you know, on the USD pair, we definitely got some absorption of shorts down here on the USD pair, for certain. So, and we got uneven butt cheeks on the 1 minute time frame, right? We definitely got uneven butt cheeks on the 1 minute time frame. So, we saw our good friend. She was at the club dancing, and we looked down. Oh my goodness, what is that? Yes, you know what it is. You guys know, right? It's the uneven butt cheek pattern, which means we have let's actually check it out exactly to see what we have here. In fact, I'm pretty sure, did we even get that on the 12-minute time frame? No, we didn't get it on the 12-minute time frame, but we did get it on the 6-minute time frame, which is this, right? The uneven butt cheek pattern, where we have a nice big juicy butt cheek on the left and a not so juicy butt cheek on the right. And when we turn off market Cipher B, we can see clearly looks like a butt, and it's uneven, right? It's uneven because the left cheek is lower than the right cheek, right? And so that left cheek, nice and big and round, lots of ravioli just flowing out of the butt cheek, the ricotta cheese, you know, pasteurized ricotta cheese, probably made with lots of growth hormone, definitely lots of growth hormone in the ricotta cheese. And then the right butt cheek is, you know, nice and skinny like, you know, like that skinny old lady at the diner. You know, the one with the Brooklyn accent over here. Hey, Dolores, get over here. This guy needs another cup of coffee, right? Get him another cup of coffee while I go out and smoke this cigarette. I'm on break, all right? I'm on break, Dolores. All right? Leave me alone. I'm trying to smoke a cigarette over here. Well, you can see when the price is coming down to a key area of support, right? In this case, we had the VWAP gap right down here. We had the previous day equilibriums down here, right? Look at her butt. Right, market Cipher B over here. We got the big old cheek, you know, the ricotta cheese coming out, and then we got the skinny one. That's where the Benjamins are, right? That's where the price is going to start to get a move up from here. You got to keep your eyes on the glutes here, because this guy, he don't know what he's looking at, right? He's looking off into space, okay, into outer space, right? What's he smoking here? A regular old cigarette. He's too poor to buy a real cigar. Now this guy, okay, now look at where he's looking. His eyes. He's smiling. Why is he smiling? He's smoking an expensive cigar because he knows, right? When he sees Dolores coming over here with the uneven gluteus maximus, right? He knows that's where the money's going to be, right? He knows that's where the money's going to be. So let's check out this big pump right here. We're getting a big pump. Let's go over to, let's take a look at, actually, I'm going to take a look now at some order flow charts here. All right. Let's take a look over here at some order flow. See what's going on. So we got lots of people shorting right now. Wow. On the USD pair, we got a lot of shorts opening up. We had a lot of longs closing out here too. That's weird. That's weird. It's the USD pair. Lots of people shorting here. Shorts still opening, getting squeezed on the way up. Let's check out the USDT pair over here. All right. See what's happening. Now this one, we got an equal number of people longing and shorting. More people longing than shorting, obviously. Curious to see what happens when we come up into the VWAP over here. Super curious to see what happens when we hit into that VWAP. Right? If we come above VWAP, then we potentially could get another move to the upside here. All right? But keep in mind, this move down at least on the USDT pair, decrease in open interest, which means it's not the strongest move to the downside, right? There's not a lot of new shorts opening up here, all right? We could see a lot of longs closing out on the way down. We got some shorts opening up, but in general, we got more trades closing than trades opening, all right? So it's not the strongest move, right? It's definitely not. So I'm excited to see what tomorrow brings with New York Open. Shout out to Precious Monk who married Dolores. That's cool. Did we make it to the value area high of the range? I think so. I think we did. It depends on how we pull it, but yeah, I think we did hit that. So we're definitely at key resistance, guys. I mean, I'm definitely looking for shorts here. Shout out to Bitcoin long or short. How many trenbolone sandwiches did I eat to get that big? Trenbolone. Lots, man. All I do is inject Tren all day. Tren all day, all night. That's all I do. Let's see. Why no mention of the bot or Bitget in a while? Okay, the bot, guys. The bot is about ready to launch with the copy trade, with the auto bot. It's going to be real juicy. We're working really hard on it, guys. All good things take a long time to come to fruition. The reason I haven't traded on Bitget for a while is because of World Series of Trading, right? World Series of Trading, trying to up in our ranks. Number 26 in the world right now, guys. I think that's pretty dang good. All right? I think that's pretty dang good. So, yeah, once that's over, I think tomorrow World Series of Trading is over. And then I'll be trading on Bitget again as my secondary exchange along with ByBit. And I'm not really using PHEMEX anymore. I might use PHEMEX for some swing trades. I think I'm going to use PHEMEX for swing trading, like 10x leverage and below. Like when we come to like those key areas of support and resistance, I might enter some positions over on PHEMEX. But I'll tell you, for scalping, man, PHEMEX is awful. Slippage all over the place. And Bitget better than PHEMEX in my opinion. So PHEMEX, you got to step up your game over here. Otherwise, us people from Brooklyn, we're not going to trade on you. You know? So, have we changed market structure on the 1 hour? Asks Heisenberg. Well, let's entertain that. Have we changed market structure on the 1 hour? No, I would say absolutely not. Because I'm not looking at this here. I'm looking at this here. So I would say this would be our first. I would say now we need to do something like this and take this low out. And really, I want to see us come below 21K to say we've reversed market structure on the 1 hour. I want to see us come below 21K. 21K is a very important level for me because it is, you know, as I was just saying, like, it's the value area high of this move to the upside, right? So we need to come below 21K for me before I say we've switched market structure. And if we come below 21K, well, then the levels to the downside that I'm looking for support are going to be these. But if we hold 21K, then, you know, we'll have to see what happens. But, like, there's multiple scenarios that could happen, right? So we just went over the potential coming up to stop everyone out who's shorting here before the drop. But something else we could do also is, you know, the good old head and shoulders. And I don't really trade head and shoulders but I would absolutely look for a short trade right here if we do something like this. So let's say that we come back up to our macro Fibonacci golden pocket retracement. You know, our head and shoulder, it would come right up into that area right here. That's where I would look for another short position, especially if we come over to coinalize.net and we see absorption, right? So let's say, for example, we do get a move up to that 618 area, and we see something like this on our CBD, right? As we get an increase, let's say, in open interest as well, then that would be a very, very clear, in my opinion, short signal where we have people longing and those longs getting absorbed. at the golden pocket. And also what I would want to see is I would want to see continuation, a trigger wave, bearish trigger waves on market Cipher B, right? So look at what happened here on the 12-minute time frame. This to me is very bearish up here. The fact that we see money flow and momentum coming down on the 12-minute time frame, money flow getting lower. You know, even if we come up and put another wave like this on the 12-minute, which we very well may, as long as that money flow is still getting lower, I would consider this a bearish trigger wave. I would consider that a bearish trigger wave. If we come up into the golden pocket, we see absorption, we see money flow coming lower, we see bearish trigger waves. That to me, that's bearish, and I would look to take a short from there. All right, but until we lose 21K over here, Heisenberg, you know, I'm thinking that we're not changing market structure. But hey, that's just me. What do I know? I'm just the guy over here who trades and drives, blasting Trenbolone all day, showing you pictures of uneven butt cheeks, trading and driving. You know what I'm saying? Women at the diner, trying to make it look like I have a big tractor when in reality I just rented this tractor over here for the backhoe, right? It's not, I don't even own it, just rented it over here. You know what I'm saying? So shilling market Cipher over here. Everyone make sure to go buy market Cipher. You know, I'm only doing this for the affiliates for market Cipher. Make sure to use my affiliate link for market Cipher. Let's see, 12-minute money flow cross right now. Okay, so money flow's crossing back blue on the 12-minute, which is pretty bullish. That's a bullish thing. Let's see, should I close my short? Well, we're coming up to a very local Fibonacci golden pocket retracement here. And so right now, this is the macro 618 up here. This is where I would look to get into another short, I would say. This is where I would look to get into another short if this one gets stopped out. Right? So, yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. So I have my stop loss right, just literally right above my entry here. So if I get stopped out, it's a $30 loss. I'll still have like $475 probably if I get stopped out, which is fine for me. That's a fine scalp for me. You know, that's fine for me on this trade. I'll look for either another short from up here or higher. And I was looking for lower to take a long. Actually, I was actually looking to come down a little bit lower for a long, so I didn't grab that. But whatever, right? There's always another opportunity out there. That's what's so great about trading, guys. That is what is so great about trading. There's no need to ever FOMO or feel like you're missing out, because every single day there's opportunity in these markets to make money. Some days more than others. But don't ever feel like you missed the move and that's it, because it's never it, guys. It's never it. There's always more opportunity in these markets, always. Another day, another trade, right? Is it possible to scalp on the 1 minute? Yes, it's possible to scalp on the 1 minute. Check out the video I posted last week. Yeah, absolutely, Gino. If we see on the 1 minute time frame good entries on the 1 minute, then we can take them. I mean, I would say that we had a did we have a good entry here? I would say that this was a pretty dang good entry on the 1 minute right here from this high. And I would say this was also a very good entry right here, because we had money flow coming down, we had the bearish divergence on the 1 minute. This was a good one. This honestly was a pretty good 1 minute trade with money flow coming up, bullish divergence. Yeah, you can definitely trade using that strategy. You just have to make sure that you really know what you're looking at. You have to make sure you're identifying your key levels and that the higher time frames agree, right? When the higher time frames agree with the 1 minute, you can get those ninja entries. You know what I'm saying? But if they don't agree, then you got to watch out. So shout out to Ethan, who represents the Casper Crew in World Series of Trading. What do you do with all the ravioli? Well, you don't eat it all because you don't want to get diabetes. But you can put some in the freezer, right? Shout out to Jason Butler, who just went long because there's a failed breakdown on Bitcoin. Scammy weekend. Yeah, I mean, it hasn't really been a scammy weekend. it's been a volatile weekend. It has not been scammy, right? Let's be honest. The weekend has not been scammy, guys. The weekend has been so technical, right? These levels all given in advance in the VIP Discord Friday morning, right? All hit, given in advance. Trade setups given in advance. The short, both the longs, hit to the exact dollar, guys. It's not been scammy. It's been volatile. And if you know these levels in advance, there's no reason why you should be getting scammed, right? Because the levels are being respected, right? So, again, if you want to learn how to get the levels, check out the course, 25% discount. If you want to join the VIP Discord, you can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. But it hasn't been scammy, I'd have to say. So we're coming up to the old Wappinator. The old Wappinator. Things look bullish on the 1 minute. How about the 6 minute? It's hard to say, actually, right? It's hard to say on the 6 minute. Let's see if we can come above that VWAP. Let's see if we can come above that VWAP. That to me is going to be the determining factor here, because I mean, it looks pretty bullish, I have to say, on these time frames here. So if we come above that VWAP, I would really like to see people FOMOing long. If we can, wow. I just got an alert that says wow. 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 You see that? So let's see what happens at this VWAP here, guys. Alright, so we are getting a 1 hour green dot. Let's check it out. Let's check out the 1 hour. Oh, the 1 hour green dot is gone now. But we definitely see that wave curving to the upside here. Alright. I've just stopped out of my short trade here. Let's take a look at what is happening here. Wow. So what we want to see right now is, I mean, either a rejection of VWAP or a move up to that 618. But this 618, I mean, we don't really see absorption of longs here because open interest is coming down. Let's check out this. Let's see what's happening here. It's the USD pair. I mean, we definitely have a lot of. We have some longs opening up into the VWAP. But now we have a lot of trades closing out. We have a lot of trades closing out right now. Oh, this is USDT, actually. Interesting. This is USDT. Let's go to the USD and see what's happening there. A lot of people longed in this candle right here. A lot of people FOMO'd long right here. That's never a good idea. I mean, sometimes it's a good idea, but most of the time that's actually not a good idea to long when we're getting a big pump like that. We also have a lot of shorts opening up right here. Let's go down to the 1 minute. Wow, a lot of shorts and longs opening up. A lot of people interested in shorting the VWAP, and a lot of people FOMOing long into that VWAP. Interesting stuff. So now we've got some short volume coming in. If we come below 21,255, we will have a lot of longs trapped in their positions there. Let's take a look at the 1 minute on CoinLise. Yeah, we don't see any absorption here, guys. Not any real absorption, because we just don't have enough new traders opening up into the market to say that they are getting absorbed. But we do see a decrease in open interest, which oftentimes means if we see a decrease in open interest, that means there's lower volume, which means it's unlikely that it's less likely, I should say, that we will get follow through in the move to the upside, because of the fact that there's not enough volume to push us. There's not enough volume to push us through that level, right? There's not enough volume to push us through that level. Let's check out market Cipher B. It's the 1 minute time frame. I don't see any bearish divergence here. Let's check out the 3 minute. Again, I don't see any bearish divergence here. Not on the 3 minute, I don't. Neither do I see bearish divergence on the 6 minute. We were looking for that, but we don't see it. And let's check out the USD pair. I like to look now at the two different pairs, because of the fact that they're so varied now in how they trade. They used to be more similar. In fact, the USD used to have more volume, but now USDT has more volume. So let's see what we got going on right here. This is the USD pair. I can't look at this chart in the USDT pair unless I have the desktop version. We have we have a lot of shorts opening up here. People are now shorting. They could get wrecked here if we come above that VWAP, obviously. We also have the daily point of control just above us. So it's interesting. We got a lot of people shorting here and not too many people longing here. So yeah, you know, I would actually like to see that golden pocket is my next area of interest right now. That golden pocket will be my next area of interest. So, you know, if we come up to that golden pocket, man, I mean, this is obviously well, if we lose the level, this is an interesting area, I would say. The golden pocket is much nicer. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, interesting. Interesting. That's interesting. Is that not? That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. All right, so now let's take a look again. See what we got. A lot of people shorting here, and now shorts closing out. VWAP's always a good place to look for a trade anyway. But we have the point of control. There's nothing screaming at me to short this right now. There's nothing screaming. The only thing is the potential of the 12 minute to curve down. That's the only thing. Yeah, all right, well. Let's see what happens here. We could get a move down. I mean, VWAP, man, you know, VWAP tends to be an area of resistance and support. And I mean, this whole section, right, on decrease of open interest, it makes it less. It makes positions harder to have confidence entering, right? Let's just put it that way. Shout out to Hershey. Shout out to Portal Workshop. Shout out to Florida Cracker, who just found the channel. Bro, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe, man. And, I mean, I'm kidding. You don't have to. Shout out to Time is Zero. Says, nice trap incoming. ETH Shart says, Joe. So, John Bond says 22K. Yeah, I mean, it's possible, guys. It really is possible that we hit that 22K level. That would actually be my preferred area. Well, yeah, if this golden pocket is not a rejection here, I would like to short from above these highs. I would like to short from above those highs if that golden pocket is not rejected from. And yeah, and if this does give us another move to the downside, let's see what we got here. Golden pocket could make a nice long now, just because this is support, and now a golden pocket. So I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud, guys. I'm just thinking out loud right now. Like, I'm literally thinking out loud. So what VWAP indicator do I use? Tariq, I use just the Market Cipher SR VWAP indicator. ByBit CBD is bearish. Are you on USD or USDT pair? I mean, this is the USDT pair. And I would have to say that, I'm sorry, this is the USD pair. And I would have to say that I don't see the bearish CVD here. Let's check out this. I don't really see bearish CVD here either. Let's check out the USDT pair. I'd have to say that I don't really see bearish CVD here either. Right? But I mean, but we are getting a move to the downside, guys. So inverse perpetual, yeah. So inverse perpetual, I don't see bearish CVD. I see a lot of people shorting here. Do I have to zoom out more to see it? I definitely don't see it. So I could just be retarded, you know. So let me know in the comments down below if I am retarded. Just tell me, yes, you are retarded, or no, you are not retarded. Let me know right now in the chat. Yeah, Jonathan Shaver, I don't see it, man. Yeah, John Bond, I would love for this to happen, a pump to 22.8 to 23K, and then massive dump. I would really like that. 21,100 is definitely a key area, Barry. I mean, if we lose that, I could see us coming down much, much, much lower. Shout out to this guy whose bots are going long. Cool, man. I guess if that's what your bots are doing, then all the power to them, man. You know, I personally don't have the testicular girth to go long right now. I'll be honest, I don't. Let's check out the 4 hour. Let's check out the 1 hour. Maybe my testicles are girthy enough. Nah. I mean, this does look bullish on the 24-minute, but I feel, if anything, I would rather wait for a short right now. That's just my opinion. I feel like I missed a long opportunity. What's up?
Freezer's here.
Oh.
And I can't. I'm in the middle of a million things.
Okay.
The kids, so they're coming around and you need to open the door and let them in.
All right. Well. All right, guys. I have to head out. All right. I have to head out, guys. But God bless y'all. Sorry about that. God bless everybody in the name of Yeshua the Messiah. May the Lord bless you all. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.